Part 5, Breaking Free. Oh my gosh, all this recapping is just making really nostalgia. After multiple checks and confirmed stability, the improved central purification filter core gets deployed quickly to all conservation areas under Babylonia's control. Safe zones pop up everywhere. While they can't totally wipe out the virus, they give humanity enough security to slowly take back lands that punishing and the red tide have taken over. And that, my dear Luna, is pretty much the story of humanity's safe zones. I get it. This doesn't line up with what she saw before in the Ascension Network. Long ago, Luna used the Ascension Network power to peek into the far future. Though her powers can't show the whole picture, she's certain of one thing: the trial will eventually arrive, selecting beings able to reach a higher existence. Yet, until today, she hasn't seen anything that could be considered the trial happening. Before Luna can figure out what stopped the trial from appearing, the Ascension Network already eagerly kicks off another round of filtering for its agents and descendants. Humanity's safe zones are growing, and the Ascension Network already senses the crisis. Luna, what do you want me to do now? Well, Rowan stands inside the created dreamscape as the silver-haired girl sits deep in thought in a hanging chair, trying to figure out what she's planning. Roland speaks very carefully. Maybe I could go back to Vonnegut's side and read his reactions to get some useful info. No, that's not the best move. Luna brushes off his suggestion. Whatever schemes that Agent and the humans are cooking up no longer concern us. Ugh. No matter what he does, he can't possibly shake the Ascension Network, just like I told Lucia. Lady Alpha? She's already here? Yes, before you got here. Then why didn't she... Roland freezes for a moment, his gaze sweeping over Luna's form. Then why couldn't she rescue me? Because this is the price. It's the price for using the Ascension Network. The dreamscape gradually shatters, revealing the true nature of this area in the eerie dim light. The silver-white girl lies trapped within crimson crystal clusters, sleeping peacefully like a lamb waiting for sacrifice. Humans got their safe zones, forcing the Ascension Network to speed up its filtering process under pressure. I gain a new permissions from this filtering, but getting more permissions also means a deeper connection with the Ascension Network. This is the price I had to pay. That doesn't sound like a good deal. It's no big deal. I haven't taken that final step yet, so I won't be completely tied to the Ascension Network. She gazes off into the distance. Besides, I've already seen a new possibility. Before anyone else can find Luna, Alpha already arrives here, katana in hand. She finds Luna, and with that, discovers her own way forward. If Lucia could truly break free from the Ascension Network, then maybe the descendants could genuinely find a new possibility through this breakthrough. Luna closes her eyes, diving her consciousness into the complex web of the Ascension Network. Lucia hasn't cut her link to the Ascension Network yet. Maybe I can use the Ascension Network to see everything she's experiencing. Oh my goodness, wow. She doesn't want her sister to take such risk. Wizard is howling. Following the threads of the Ascension Network, Luna catches a faint glimpse of the snowfields. Two figures, one in black and white, stand walked in and stare down. Oh, one in black and one in white, stand walked in and stare down amidst the biting cold wind. Honestly, this battle was probably one of my favorites that I've seen. I don't know, for some reason, always between Alpha and Lucia, like, their battle is always epic. In a flash, blades whiz through the air. It's Lucia. Her mind shares the same origin as mine. Is that why the Ascension Network has her in its sights too? The brief but intense battle ends with Alpha and Lucia pulling back their weapons almost simultaneously. Luna gets a strong sense that during the fight, Lucia figured out a way to keep the Ascension Network in check. Next, as we agreed, she's headed to Fort Winter. The Ascension Network had previously picked up 2 fleeting signals from new specialized frames developed by humans, but lately, the Ascension Network unexpectedly stacks a brief signal, coming from inside that research facility. Perhaps it's a chance for Alpha to break free from the Ascension Network. The iron gates hidden with the snowfields rumble open with thunder sound. I didn't realize Lucio was in there in the CG. Oh my goodness, that was just only Alpha. Wow, wow, the details in what Gear does for the CGs. Wow. Lucia and Alpha step into Fort Winter, only to be swarmed by endless waves of infected test subjects, pouring in from all directions. They find themselves hemmed in the center of the laboratory. The test subjects. They've broken out the lower laboratory. Through Alpha's eyes, she sees everything unfolding inside Fort Winter. After getting unexpected data from Lid's Imperia and Yaka's stigmata frames, Godwin becomes obsessed with grabbing absolute control of the session network. Just one more. Oh my goodness. 4 punishing viruses directed to the test subjects. Godwin frantically records each set of the data, trying to get a handle on the visible tether that's just out of his reach. I've got it! It's right within my grasp. Like a psycho. Professor! The test subjects have broken free from their restraints and are loose in the war laboratory. Arg! Almost there. Oh my god, psycho. A test subject stands right behind him. Utterly foolish. Luna couldn't care less about humans bringing about their own downfall. Instead, she's tracing the last threads connecting Alpha to the session network, trying to pinpoint Alpha's location. Lucia. Luna has found Alpha. Countless reflections of Alpha shimmer in the shattered mirrors. The real Alpha, at the center, draws her blade, staring down at all the nightmares in front of her. She's cutting down phantom after phantom as they leap from their cages, pushing her strength to its limits with every strike. She falls, then gets right back up. Fierce flames blazing from the tip of her blade. The session network. Backed off. The girl, who's intimately connected to the session network, keenly senses its resolve faltering. It's about time. In an instant, the mirror surface violently shatters. As the phantoms disappear, Luna loses her Luna loses her connection to Alpha. She made it. Though her struggle was incredibly brutal, Alpha finally breaks free from the cage that held her captive. The girl sits in her hanging chair, deep in thought. She managed to extract the piece of the session network, cutting ties with it completely. With Alpha gone, the session network is bound to make its move, and it'll be her turn to act. The girl, trapped within clusters of crimson crystal, slightly opens her eyes. Luna? Lucia made it. She broke free from the session network's chains, while the moment Alpha escaped the session network, Luna seized the chance to grab new powers. Power surges through her body as Luna considers where to place her next chess piece. I'll give you new weapons, and then I need to try and seize control of the session network. You do something for me. A pyramid and a grid are loudly conspiring. I feel like this might be a foreshadow for maybe Rowan as new friend. I'm praying we will see that, but I don't know. Understood, Luna. Rowan hones a cheerful tune as he steps out of the dreamscape. Luna watches him go, feeling the furious waves of the session networks rage over Alpha's exit. Invisible tendrils are already connecting to branches of the session network. The small insect caught dead center in the spider's webs start cooking up its counterattack. She will eventually leave this place. Luna slowly closes her eyes, listening to the voice of punishing. She feels the session network's urgency and senses the punching virus's agitation. She knows everything's surging forward. The red tide is gathering its strength for a powerful emergence. It grows slowly, nurturing new, unpredictable life forms. She has to seize this gift from punishing before the red tide incubates truly sentient life forms. On Earth, the red tide spreads through sludgy, muddy expanses. A hetero creature extends its bewildered tentacles from the swamp, desperately struggling toward the far side of the ruins, till its abdomen gets impaled on the sharp structural framework jutting from the broken walls. Squelch! A red tide-like fluid slowly oozes from its body as it gradually stops struggling. Before the creature even quits moving, another hetero creature already tramples over its corpse, headed toward the other side of the ruins, that unknown destination, continuing to build their Babel tower. Bang! As the gun smoke clears, I Lee fires another shot into the head of creature to finish it off. The expression grim as he stares at it at distance. Several days ago, Uzi was placed under 24-hour continuous mind surveillance for unauthorized contact with an ascendant. To keep Chrono from acting cleverly and interfering with the Grey Raven commandant again, Hazen authorized the other three Grey Raven members to take on a mission investigating red tide anomalies. According to the mission briefing, this conservation area lacks a central purification filter and was set up independently by a group of refugees. They contacted Babylonia after noticing abnormal behavior among the surrounding hetero creatures. Sabera's squad is busy investigating hetero creature intelligence within the conservation area. Meanwhile, Grey Raven's mission is to push to the outer perimeter and figure out if these hetero creatures are linked to the red tide. But as they arrive at the conservation area, news hit then. Number 21 and Vera have gone dark after venturing deep to the dead zone, looking for missing refugees. Anyone getting a connection to number 21? Grey Raven commandant? God, okay, why do we... I got a connection, but it just snapped. The sound of force book cut off with the cautionless connection sends a painful ringing echoing through your ears. Commandant, you really don't have to push yourself so hard. Liv anxiously offers him medicine. I'm fine. It's number 21 who's in rough shape. We should hurry. The ringing in your ears from the neurological pain slowly fades, but the vision starts to blur at the edges. Ugh. The edges of the reality begin to warp as vegetation rustles ominously, and strangely, cloud roots slightly rip through the soil. A canopy of discolored trees rapidly shoots out from the dark green forest. They coil and twist, roots entangling with branches and branches contorting around roots. They seem to be different branches of the same tree, a single entity, in a wide spherical force. Okay. Number 21. This isn't right. The ringing in their ear slowly fades as the deep purple spherical forest dissolves in front of you, revealing the lush woodland that was there all along. Is it the deja vu again? Commandant, hetero creatures are pushing forward from that direction. There's no time to ponder what the vision might be foretelling as Lee returns from the flank to report on the situation ahead. Evacuation takes priority. Keep trying to connect with number 21 during our evacuation. Number 21. Static noise. Faint white noise echoes back through the consciousness beacon. Remote connections remain difficult due to punishing interference. Okay, we're gonna try again. Okay, then this is just static noise. Grey Raven commandant? Thank goodness! Captain is hurt. I need to say Captain. Number 21, where are you? A brief silence hangs on the line from the consciousness beacon. Then, number 21 stammers, repeating Vera's instructions. Forest, shadow, southwest. Don't you worry. We're coming for you, now. The connection might cut out when we're on the move, so stay sharp. Captain and I will be careful. Commandant, are they both alright? They're in the southwest part of the forest. Grab medical supplies. We're moving to extract them now. Following the coordinates number 21 sent, the team clears out hetero creatures along their path, reaching the forest boundary in no time flat. By the time they pick up their trail, it's pitch black. The dead zone's right ahead, Commandant. You and Liv should hold back here while Noctis and I... Wait, that... Who are you? At the forest edge, where the reddish brown red tide stains the ground, a swift black shadow springs from the looming woods. Rowan. Lee brings up his weapon, eyes glued to the shadow that just burst out. Wait. Oh, it's not? Okay. The shadow slowly gets to his feet. Under the searchlight's beam, their silhouettes finally take shape. It's number 21, and Vera. Put down your weapon! Number 21's body is so heavily stained with red tide and vital fluid that she hardly looks like a construct anymore. Except for Lee and Liv, all the constructs who came with them keep their weapons regularly trained on the newcomers. Okay, that's interesting that she's wearing her new frame. Well, I guess it's old frame technically because she wore it like way back then already, but like it's new to us, so I'm gonna call it new frame anyway. Interesting, she's wearing her new frame now in this like new timeline thing. She wasn't even wearing it here, so that's very interesting. The white-haired girl takes the measure of the weary construct surrounding her, like a predator assessing the weakness of its prey. Put down your weapons, now! A sudden memory of number 21's previous stress responses sends alarms, beak bells ringing. Noctis my head caught up on the same thing. Hey! Are you deaf? I said, put down your weapons! Noctis shoves aside the construct blocking his path and bells at everyone. Surprisingly, the girl doesn't wedge forward in a frenzy, as everyone feared she might. I'm not a corrupted. She meets every watchful gaze fixed on her. This time, she makes no move to tear anyone to shreds. Instead, she clearly states her intentions. Ian, number 21, fronts Barris. She helps Vera to her feet. Oddly, Putty, the support drone Vera usually has trailing her, nowhere in sight. Isn't it supposed to be number 21 that's trailing her? I'm getting confused here. Captain is hurt. Needs immediate treatment. The constructs seem more momentarily stunned, their bodies still frozen. Help her! Damn it! Get a stretcher! Where's that emergency kit I bought? Brought. The faction has far exceeded safe levels. We need to clear out the punching virus first. Liz deftly pulls out the emergency medical kit. Under her guidance, the other constructs finally drop their guard and start to help. Vera's frame. Push down the questions bubbling up. Now is not the time to ask for when she switched to a Gearvor frame. Wow. Very. Oh my god, altering this. We recorded hetero creature data from this area. For some reason, that oddly colored spherical force just sticks in my mind's eye. I can't shake it. We fought tooth and nail for the safe zone. We can't let anything rock the boat and shatter this fragile piece. Leave it to me. Nate gets a knowing nod, and then turns on his heel and heads into the dead zone with his collection gear. A few days later, Babylonia. Lee's data from the dead zone turned up some real head scratchers, both the evolving hetero creatures acting in concert in the red tide, which is kicking the evolution into high gear. After they die, the hetero creatures just melt to the soil, only to be birthed anew by the red tide. It's like a second coming. Whether someone is deliberately cultivating these creatures, or this is just the red tide's natural progression, either way, it spells trouble for Babylonia. Luckily, the improved central purification filter cores are still doing the trick. Going forward, as long as we can keep swapping out the cores within the hitch, we can at least put a pin in the safety of the conservation areas. Deep in thought, mulling over the topics just discussed in Babylo's highest level classified meeting, you stepped out, loosening the tight strap of your hat. Even though the new central purification filter cores can only scatter the punching virus rather than destroy it, and the dispersed virus is bound to pull itself back together somewhere else, as long as it doesn't show up in big, concentrated bursts, the situation remains manageable. On top of that, after the meeting, Zuika sent over the population disappearance report from the last period. The frequent disappearances caused by the hetero creatures incidents might be worth looking into. Could this tie back to the dispersed punching virus? Kelly. Down the empty corridor, a silent figure in white lurks around the corner, waiting until you get close before speaking up. Number 21? Number 21 is waiting for Captain. Captain suddenly switched to the Gear 4 frame before battle. This needs to be reported. Why would Vera suddenly change frames? Captain changed frames after talking to Commandant Mary. I don't know anything else. Number 21 points to a tightly closed door on the other side. No looks at the human. Kelly's passing by. Can Kelly chat with number 21? As if worried about being rejected, number 21 furrows her brow. Thinks for a moment, then adds, "Oh, Kelly promised number 21 before. You can always talk to me, number 21. Why is she needs to ask this?" Well, I guess obviously if you're busy, yes. But then, like, in other time, always had time. If I have problems, I can find Kelly. Sure you can. You check your schedule, confirm you're free, and find yourself leaning against the wall next to number 21. Number 21 remains quiet for a moment, clearly unsure how to break the ice. Then, in a soft voice, she says, "I never got to thank you." What do you mean? It's about Buddy. The girl in white tilts her head up, a faraway look in her eyes as if replaying her memory. She's thinking back to that day when she and Vera fought their way through the hetero creature encirclement, took down the crowded body, and barely escaped the dead zone. Number 21. Canyon said if she sees Snore, she'll help keep it safe for you. You recall the oddly dressed girl, still a bit taken back by her unique construct style. You've never seen anything quite like it. I have a feeling we might see her. Maybe she might be playable in the future. Hopefully, I don't know. I like her style. But before all that, what exactly happened to Buddy? Buddy's gone missing. It's alright. I've already found Buddy. Number 21 seems to have undergone some kind of inner transformation. More than just a refrain replacement. It's like she seems to have carved out her own way of being in this world. I only just realized it. Do you need to say goodbye to good Buddy? Goodbye. Number 21 knits her brows as she grasps it and yet doesn't all at once. It's like saying goodbye to a friend. I don't want to say goodbye to Buddy, but I do want to say goodbye to Buddy. Kelly, will you come with me? Lyra's still out cold. Number 21 instinctively glances at the human standing in front of her. Let's head back for treatment first. Once your treatment's done, I'll go with you. Yes, I want Kelly to come with me. We're going to say goodbye to Buddy together. The next day, it's still dark out, and the conservation area residents are sound asleep when a loud knocking rattles the gray-ribbon commandant's door. It's an energetic number 21 standing there. Number 21? Number 21's treatment is complete. Kelly promised to say goodbye with me together. She just had her bandages renewed, but she insisted on coming here. Liz just shakes her head. A clear sign she tried and failed to stop number 21. Yes, I made a promise to number 21. Let's go. As the first hint of dawn breaks, I pull on my protective suit, and number 21 and I make our way through the dead zone's forest. We easily handle the hetero creatures that swarm around us. Suddenly, number 21 stops dead in her tracks in a specific spot. Is this the place? This is it. The wolf-eared girl crouches, silently gazing at the metal fragments strewn across the ground. Buddy, goodbyes are just something you know how to do. You don't need a lesson. Number 21 repeats his name over and over, her voice low and somber. I'm sorry. She gently touches the familiar fragments that remain, each metal piece a memento of the countless days and nights they shared. Those headaches were you calling out to me? Were they, Buddy? I'm sorry, Buddy. I was too tense to realize you were crying for help. So this is why number 21 grew up so fast. In this dog-eat-dog world, every step forward means losing a part of yourself. Number 21 got justice for Buddy. Number 21 gathers the fragments from the ground, carefully making a small pile. I beat back all those bad things that snatched Buddy away. I'm not letting them take Captain from me again. But I'm sorry, Buddy. I couldn't keep you safe. The girl stubbornly repeats those words, casually digging through the dirt, scavenging for every last metal fragment and piling them up. So, Buddy is always with me. I'm never letting those bad things steal Buddy's Oroku again. She gazes at the small pile of metal fragments, pressing her hand against her chest. Sunlight filters through the leaves above, illuminating the girl's determined expression that borders on reverence. Buddy is always with me. The wolf-eared girl completes her goodbye in her own unique way. Yes, Buddy is always with me. By losing a part of herself, she also finds her own freedom. Afterward, I head back to Babylonia with the captain and Noctis. I haven't thanked Kelly yet. Thank you, Kelly, for telling me I could still say goodbye. It's alright, but that day I also meant to ask, what does Haruka even mean? Canyon taught me the word Truga. She's our friend. Haruka means tribe.